Hello and welcome to Markets Via Deven Choksey, the daily market podcast where we decode the Indian financial markets. Let's get started by understanding the GIFT Nifty. This morning, the GIFT Nifty is trading lower, indicating a gap down start for the Indian markets. The Asian markets are mixed in early trade, where Hang Seng is up around 0.4% and Nikkei is down around 0.3%. The US futures are higher as cash market ended in the red on Wednesday. The US markets did end largely lower, where S&P and Nasdaq paired Tuesday's gain. Tech stocks see a sharp decline, where Nvidia is down more than 1%. US 10-year yield rises to 4.19% post-inflation data ahead of PPI print. Crude has risen after Ukraine strike Russian refineries, where Brent is trading at $84 a barrel. And gold prices did rise as investors mull Fed rate cut trajectory. So this is how the global markets this morning look like. So let us take a look at the trade setup for today. Considering the bloodbath which we did see in the yesterday's trading session, particularly in Indian markets, one needs to be very, very cautious before taking any decision. With the nervousness across large, mid and small caps, the bears are expected to keep control over the last street in the coming sessions too. If the Nifty 50 decisively breaks the 21,860 level, of course, then 21,700 to 21,500 can be the levels to watch going ahead. But if the index manages to rebound, it may face a hurdle at 22,200 to 22,300 on the higher side. In the last trading session, the bloodbath in broader markets on overvaluation concerns raised by the market regulator dented sentiment. The Sensex plunged around 900 points to close at 72,762, while the Nifty 50 fell around 338 points to close at around 21,998 and formed a large bearish candlestick pattern on the daily charts. The Nifty has experienced a breakdown from a rising channel on the daily chart, signaling the conclusion of the previous uptrend and the potential beginning of a downtrend. Additionally, the index has descended below the recent consolidation phase on the daily time frame, further emphasizing the increasing weakness. As we clearly see, in the short term, the index may continue to be susceptible to selling pressure, with resistance anticipated around 22,250. On the downside, support levels are positioned at 21,800 and 21,700. The broader market saw a major selling pressure, with the Nifty Mid-Cap 100 index falling around 4.4% and small cap index declining around 5.3%. About 23 shares declined for every rising share on the NSE. So this is how the weakness of the market looked like. Let's take a look at the support and resistance levels which we need to consider for the trading session today. Nifty 50 is likely to take immediate support at 21,910, followed by 21,782 and 21,576. On the higher side, the index may face resistance at 22,323, followed by 22,451 and 22,658 levels. Bank Nifty, in the last trading session, the bears retained control in the banking space as the Bank Nifty closed below 47,000 mark, falling 300 points to close at 46,981 and formed a bearish candlestick pattern on the daily scale, with lower highs and lower lows formation for 3 days in a row, but still defended 21-day EMA. The index persists in a sell-on-rise stance until the resistance 47,500 is convincingly surpassed on a closing basis. Furthermore, as we clearly see, the 20-day moving average implies a subsequent wave. Clearly the breaching of the 20-day moving average implies a subsequent wave of selling pressure, potentially pushing the index down towards 46,000 to 45,500. Bank Nifty is expected to take support at 46,858, followed by 46,710 and 46,471. On the higher side, the index may see resistance at 47,337, followed by 47,485 and 47,724. So these are all the important support and resistance levels for both Nifty and Bank Nifty. Let us quickly take a look at the stock-specific news. As we clearly see, there are many stock-specific impact, but the market at present is quite volatile. We start with Gopal Snacks. The Rajkot-based ethnic and Western snack maker is set to debut on the BSE and NSE on 14th of March. The final issue price has been fixed at 401 rupee per share. Tata Motors, the commercial and passenger vehicle manufacturer, has signed a memorandum of understanding with the government of Tamil Nadu to set up a vehicle manufacturing facility in the state. Indian Hume Pipe, the joint venture formed between the company AMR India and Shoda Construction, has received the work order related to water supply projects and sewage projects with under Amrut 2.0 from the government of Telangana. The value of the work order is 1,138 crore and the share of the company in the work order is 20%. That is around 228 crore. We keep an eye on the federal bank call as well as the private sector lender has stopped the issuance of 2 new co-branded credit cards. The bank is in the process of rectifying the areas that are deficient and will seek regulatory clearance before resumption of new issuance. Cyient is another stock one needs to consider, as the engineering and technology solution company has signed a multi-year service agreement with Airbus for cabin and cargo engineering. IIFL Finance is a stock we need to consider, as the company has received approval from the board of directors for fundraising up to 1,500 crore through the issue of equity shares on a right basis to its existing eligible shareholders and 500 crore through the issue of non-convertible debentures on the private placement basis. And last but not the least, keep an eye on KC International, as the infrastructure EPC major has secured new orders of 2,257 crore across its various businesses, including transmission and distribution projects in India and the Americas, and the first international order for the pipeline link project. These are all the stock specific news. Of course, there's a lot of news based impact which can be seen, but consider that the market has seen a lot of declines, a big bloodbath, and the situation or the scenario is going to be similar when the markets open up today, because there's a lot of volatility as seen in the yesterday's trading session, and the eventual impact might continue today as well. However, taking a look at the FIs and DIs data, foreign institutional investors net sold shares worth Rs 4,595 crore, while domestic institutional investors purchased shares worth Rs 9,094 crore on the 13th of March. So all in all, this is how the trade setup for the trading session today looks like, as we have clearly seen a lot of declines and a lot of downside has been seen in the market. So be very cautious before taking any decision. And like we always say, these are the scenarios where you will understand the importance of research. We constantly keep saying that irrespective of what the market conditions are, research will always help you, because research is the backbone of successful portfolio creation. Wealth creation is clearly an art that we understand. We at Deven Choksey have our exclusive research services which are powerful and successful. To avail our exclusive research services, we invite you to join us. Just click on the link below and you're done. Fill in your basic details and our team will reach out to you. So don't wait any further and embark on a wealth building adventure together. Thank you and have a nice day.